Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Neon Beer Hug from Goose Island Brewing Company out of Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for joining us. Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We are back. Yes, we are back. To do that once again, I've got Jay, I've got Andy in the attic, I am Ben. Gentlemen, what are we going to be drinking today?
We're going to have a Neon Beer Hug. It's going to send 10,000 volts of flavor to you.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yep.
Exciting. No other beer has claimed that before that I can recall. All right.
So this is the popular one that you see in the airports, on the airplanes, and a lot of the arenas that I've been to or event venues in the last few years for sure.
I don't fly. I don't go to airports, and I don't go to arenas, so I haven't seen it there.
They actually sell these in 24-ounce cans in most of the amphitheaters I've been to in the last year.
I have seen those.
Which is
seen the 24-ounce cans.
So. Yep. And at 7% and 24 ounces, that's a big beer.
Yeah.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Smells like an IPA.
Yeah, tastes like one.
Yep.
Tastes like an IPA. Neon Beer Hug, an American IPA. As Jay said, 7%, 40 IBU, and 10,000 volts of flavor.
Like my shirt.
It is rather bright. I should have brought my glasses. I do not like bright lights. As they describe it, quote, as having an electric bouquet of tropical and citrus flavors. It's got some hops in there. What do we got? We got 5 different hops. So we got Nugget, Sultana, Citra, Mosaic, and the hop of surprise, of discovery. Eureka. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
wow.
We've done several Goose Island. We've done the mainly the stouts. They're barrel aged stouts. So we've done 3, correct?
Yes, we've done the
Bananas Fosters, the Backwoods, and the original.
Yep.
Somebody
Backyard.
the wrong one.
Backyard?
The coffee.
Backyard. Yeah.
Is it backyard? Yeah, backyard.
Yeah.
So this is our just non-barrel aged one. Just briefly go over Goose Island Brewing Company. Chicago, Illinois. It's founded in 1988. Technically, it's a macrobrewery, as it was acquired by Anheuser-Busch InBev in 2011. It was another one of those breweries that the founder had traveled Europe tasting all different types of beer, and he wanted to have a better beer options back home. It's like, boom, starts small and expands and expands. It is named after the Goose Island in the North Branch of the Chicago River. There used to be an original Goose Island, but it was dredged away in 1865. The current Goose Island is an artificial island, as a canal was dredged around one side of it, off of the North Branch of the Chicago River. Now I'm going to drink.
All right.
So they have a whole series around these, correct?
They do.
We've got a few more to drink.
We've got the series
first that we'll have, and part of that, maybe we could incorporate one into a macro Monday. I don't know. We'll see.
Perhaps.
What do you think? We'll make it easy.
Make it easy on the researcher,
the
huh?
Neon beer hug. Then we have the hazy beer hug. I saw that one. And then there's one or two others.
There's two more.
Is it three or?
There's three more.
Three more.
Yeah, so it's a 4-pack that we purchased for this. So, all right, has everybody had this one?
Yes.
Yes. All right, I'll jump in and go first on this one. This one for an IPA for me.
Feeling all right.
I'm feeling just fine.
Who is this guy? Yeah, he's offering up his services first.
Yes. For an IPA, this one to me is fine. You know, having IPA is not my favorite style, as we all know. I think this one is okay. It's kind of I would say, maybe it's almost a gateway IPA, if you will, to some degree, because it's just, it's an American IPA. I think it's there's nothing special with it, as we've said in the past. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just means it's, somewhat maybe true to form. So, it's not going to blow your socks off. You're not going to, in my opinion, you're not going to walk away with just, this is the best IPA you've ever had. But I think it's a very middle of the road, and, I think it's one that I would drink again personally. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Andy, what do you think? We'll let Jay go last because of his brightly colored shirt.
Yeah, that's why not. It is, as you said, it doesn't feel like anything special. And I had it as part of a flight, so my taste buds could have been altered the first time I had it. But drinking it now, I feel it is not very memorable. I don't know. You get a little bit of citrus and tropical flavors, but it just is like your base layer American IPA. And I don't know if it's all the hops are competing against each other. I mean, that's 5 different hops, and I'm no expert on this hop is going to taste like this and this, other than like Citra, because that's an obvious one. But it's almost like a very muted IPA. It's drinkable. It's easy. It goes down. It's not offensive. It feels like a macro IPA. It doesn't tip the scales of one of dank and hoppy and resin, or too citrus, hazy, juicy. It's just like, and it feels like it's made for the masses. But it is very drinkable. And on a hot day, if I like in an amphitheater, if you're at a festival concert, and you got to maximize your beer line, and for music time, I could get a 24 ounce of this just to keep me cool and keep the party going. So that is 7.0 for me.
All right, Jake.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. This to me, especially with AB and InBev buying them out, it's an IPA that gets lost in the shuffle in a lot of ways, but it's like a macro IPA, if you want to put it in those terms. And yeah, I have seen it over the last 2 or 3 years, just like you said, that 24 ounce at a concert or a game. Yeah, they're going to charge you $20 for it, but 24 ounces of this will keep you in your seat for a while, and you don't have to worry
Hurts
about
my soul to pay $20.
Yeah. Well, maybe 17. All right, so
Still,
they give you the $3
but you gotta,
back,
you
and
know,
they want a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
I completely agree with what you say. With that many hops, it's almost like they're competing with each other. We have some of those where some of the really good breweries that we like, they'll do an all Citra everything or an all Mosaic everything, and trying to blend all the hops like this, I'm sure it's difficult. And to do it in mass like they do, because this is distributed all over. I would assume all over the country, but 7 is my score as well. It's something I'll drink at those events because you're not going to have a whole lot of choices, and they put this in that craft beer category. Now I would probably say it's more of that macro category.
Yep.
Ben, I'm digging the colors everywhere. I'm just kind of seeing the reflection in the
He wanted
in
to
your
be
screens.
Yeah. Kind of come up with the neon. Yeah. It's looks good in here. So y'all should come check it out sometime.
Oh, it's an
Never been
invite.
invited.
Well, I mean, again,
I know.
from the window.
We should wait. He said you should.
Should.
That wasn't technically an invite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 7.2 for the Neon Beer Hug from Goose Island Beer Company out of Chicago, Illinois. Definitely kind of that macro IPA. I think it's a great description here. I think, again, some of the reasons that I like it are the same reasons that these other Yahoos don't. So, definitely take that for what you will.
It's just okay. It's not like I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like banana beer level, but
I mean, it's like that's off the charts, right? I can't even keep my hand in the frame for where you'd put banana beer. I mean, again, as we've talked about, that's your desert island beer. So, definitely appreciate you checking out this video. We are working for 500 subs by the end of 2025. If you haven't subbed yet, we would definitely appreciate that. If you have, a like would go a long way to help with the YouTubes and their algorithms. With that, we got some more links down below for glassware, for merch, for some other things that we have. So check all that out if you've not done so yet. For Andy, yep, there's some glassware there. But for Andy and the Attic and Jay, I am Ben.
for me, only me.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.